Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and I just wanted to drop this video and give you guys some key previews and key takeaways before this game. But let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. Jalen Hurts is coming off an impressive performance in the NFC Championship game, as well as a solid showing in the Eagles' last Super Bowl matchup against the Chiefs. However, that doesn't guarantee success against Kansas City's defense this time around. Philadelphia's passing attack has been inconsistent throughout the 2024 season, ranking 14th in both DVOA and both dropback success rate. The Eagles have often managed to win despite their passing struggles by leaning on Saquon Barkley and playing dominant defense. Against the Chiefs, though, the margin for error is much smaller. Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive blitz schemes could present a major challenge for Hurts, who has been sacked at a league-high rate of 13.2% against blitzes this season. If Kansas City finds a way to contain Barkley, a tough task, but not impossible, it could force the Eagles to rely more on their passing game, which may not be potent enough to keep up with the Chiefs' offense. Philadelphia boasts the NFL's top-ranked defense, but against Patrick Mahomes, that only means so much. One potential game changer for the Eagles is Jalen Carter, who has the ability to dominate and disrupt plays in the same way Chris Jones does for Kansas City. The challenge, however, is that Chiefs right guard Trey Smith is an elite blocker who might be able to handle Carter one-on-one. If that happens, Kansas City can shift extra protection to left guard Mike Caliendo, who is more vulnerable. While the Eagles could try moving Carter to exploit the matchup, Vic Fangio's system has generally kept defensive linemen in their usual spots. If the Chiefs can neutralize Carter, Mahomes should have plenty of time to operate and pick apart the defense. The Eagles' playoff opponents have struggled to contain Saquon Barkley, despite making him the focal point of their defensive schemes. Steve Spagnuolo and the Chiefs' defense will undoubtedly prioritize slowing him down. The Chiefs rank 9th in rushing yards allowed per game, 14th in rushing first downs allowed per game, 13th in rushing touchdowns allowed, 9th in rushing yards per attempt, and 9th in rush DVOA. The Chiefs benefit from strong run support from their secondary, with Trent McDuffie, Shamari Connor, Justin Reed, and Brian Cook all excelling as run defenders relative to their positions. This has contributed to the Chiefs allowing only 8 runs of 20-plus yards and just 1 rush of 40-plus yards all season, an important stat against Barkley, who has recorded 7 touchdown runs of 60-plus yards this year. However, the Chiefs' front 7 is average against the run. Linebackers Nick Bolton and Leo Chanel are solid tacklers, but their top linemen, Chris Jones and George Karlaftis, are more effective as pass rushers than run defenders. Statistically, Kansas City has a borderline top 3rd run defense, but they've benefited from facing weaker rushing teams. Notably, they played 9 games against teams ranked outside the top 20 in run DVOA, against mobile quarterbacks who rush for at least 500 yards. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, the Chiefs have allowed an average of 145.3 rushing yards per game and 6 rushing touchdowns. In the AFC Championship, the Bills' James Cook was effective, rushing for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 13 carries. The Bills won't make the same mistake. Their game plan will heavily feature Saquon Barkley, but like I mentioned, Chris Jones is a game wrecker. Chris Jones is one of the NFL's premier defensive players, earning first-team All-Pro honors in each of the last 3 seasons and multiple second-team selections. A future Hall of Famer, Jones is specifically dangerous because of his versatility. He frequently moves pre-snap, making it difficult for offenses to key on him. Jones' snap distribution highlights his flexibility. He has 315 snaps as defensive tackle, over the offensive tackle 302 snaps, and outside the offensive tackle 151 snaps. He's so versatile. He is the main reason the Chiefs have been able to keep up this dynasty and continue to have this success. Unlike Aaron Darnold, who was neutralized against the Eagles due to predictable alignments, Jones thrives by keeping offenses guessing. In 4 career games against Philadelphia, he has 5 sacks, proving his ability to create mismatches. Even when doubled, he remains a disruptive force. Now for Philadelphia, Dallas Goedert will be an X factor. Tight end Dallas Goedert has stepped up in the playoffs, making key contributions despite missing a chunk of the regular season. Over 3 postseason games, he has caught 15 of 18 targets for 188 yards. This could be a key advantage for the Eagles, as the Chiefs have struggled to defend tight ends. Kansas City allowed the second most receptions and the most yards to opposing tight ends this season. Now the Eagles also have a kicking concern. Eagles kicker Jake Elliott has struggled recently, missing 5 kicks in the last 4 games, all at Lincoln Financial Field. He has previously stated that the Link is the most challenging stadium to kick in, which could explain his struggles. On the road, however, Elliott has been much more reliable, converting 13 of 15 field goals and all 25 PATs. His only 2 misses came from long range, 60 yards versus the Saints and 56 yards versus the Commanders. Now the Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker has had issues away as well, missing at least 1 kick in 6 of his 7 road games in 2024. Harrison Butker also spent some time on the IR, and he has looked a little shaky in his recent games back since injury. But overall, the Eagles have a lot of holes that the Chiefs can exploit, and the Chiefs overall are a more disciplined team. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game in a very low-scoring game for the Super Bowl. I have Chiefs winning 21-17. 24-14 is also a good score. I don't know, if the Chiefs score early and their defense continues to get stops, this Super Bowl could get ugly. If the Chiefs score early and keep their foot on the gas like they have done in the playoffs, we saw them do it against the Bills, but Mahomes and Pacheco had a little fumble. That set them back. But if the Chiefs score early, continue to stop Saquon Barkley and force Saquon to pass, I think Kansas City is going to win this game. Let me know down in the comments, but I would never bet against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. If you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a video, and I'll see you on the next one.